Good afternoon. Today's engine run features the first time I've run this particular OS FS120 Pre Surpass engine. This is an engine that I just recently got in trade, and I've got a Master Airscrew 15.8 prop on it. I think it's a 15.8. I've had it on for a few days and I kind of forgot. It's either a 15.8 or a 15.6. I'll have to confirm that. And I've got a full tank of Omega 5% fuel, and I've got a Can B 4-stroke plug in here. Now this engine came with a OSF plug installed, but it had probably been in this engine for 30 years, and it just didn't look like it was glowing quite as brilliantly as I thought it should. So we're basically ready to go. I've got the high-speed needle turned out, 2.5 turns just for starting. And if you saw my other video on this engine, it came with a different header and a muffler, but I chose not to use that. I kind of like running these with just these headers for the sound, and it really doesn't need the muffler pressure anyway. So let's fire this baby up and see how she does. I know this engine takes a prime really well, so I probably need to be pretty careful with this. I think that, yeah, that's probably all I need. Even that. Okay, I think it burned the prime off. I'm gonna have to readjust my stand here a little bit and my camera now. It had quite a bit of oil in it, so it may not, doesn't surprise me that it may have burned that prime off really quick. Okay, so that was an interesting run. I've got some issues here, it would appear. I think it's just time for me to go and invest in some new fuel tanks, new foam, new stuff here, because even with this engine, which granted it's probably been run one time and it needs a break-in, I wasn't really trying to lean it out like it was, but it was very erratic. But I'm still having a major foaming issue in my tank here. And it's not like anything on this stand has changed other than the foam is, permanently indented and depressed, and I put another piece on there, but I'm still getting a lot of foaming. Maybe it's the engine shaking that's causing that, but this is several engines in a row now where I'm seeing a lot of bad foaming. So I think I need to pull these tanks off, or this tank off, inspect it, probably just throw it away and get some new ones, get some new foam, because I just don't believe that this engine is that shaky. But I'm getting a lot of foaming, and I think the foaming on this run was really impacting how this engine runs. Granted, like I said, it was probably only the second, maybe third time the engine's ever been run, so I wouldn't expect it to be absolutely perfect, and I didn't even try to set the low speed needle just because of the fact that the way it was running, just a couple of clicks on the needle, high speed needle, would make a really big difference. And again, that's attributed to I'm pretty sure the fuel foaming issue I've got. So I've got a little bit of work on my stand to do here to get a better run on this engine, but the engine hand starts very easily by doing the reverse flip. I did that both times and it fired right up when properly primed. It's a nice engine. I don't think this particular run really did the engine justice because of the issues I'm having with my stand, but we'll get those worked out, and hopefully you enjoyed this run anyway. But it's a nice engine and a really great trade. So thank you for watching.